You can't map the whole thing out because you don't know when you're going to play, but we won't practice every day.
Was Boris able to participate?
He did the whole practice. He and Tracy both did the whole practice. Yeah, and they seem to have come through it pretty good.
Are you anticipating Boris will be available in the second round then?
I would think he'll be available.
What about Tavo, Coach? What do you think?
He's going to take a little bit longer, I think. Yeah.
Bob, can you ask me about what happened with Jason Collins yesterday coming out?
You can ask me anything you want.
Can we get your response?
What's the question?
What is your opinion on Jason Collins coming out as an opening day basketball player?
Everybody's got their own business. Today's day and age, it's too bad it has to be such a amazing thing for everybody to talk about. You know, it's nobody's business, and I could care less whether somebody's gay or not gay. It's got nothing to do with anything else. It's personal choices, and he's no different than anybody else to me.
Gary Neal obviously had he had some health issues throughout the year. Do you look at him like he's back to where he was? Is he giving you what you expect?
I think that plantar's still hurting him a little bit. The fasciitis is hurting him a little bit, but he's working through it. He's fighting through it.
How do you see your defense at this point, coming off the Lakers series, moving into a series where these next two teams, will present probably a little bit stiffer challenge?
Well, it'll be a little bit different defensive emphasis, for sure. So there'll be more pressure, obviously, on the perimeter guys, no matter who we play.
When you watch Steph Curry in this series, do you just have to basically close your eyes and hold your breath?
Well, there's a lot of guys in that series. Those games have been really fun to watch, and both teams have people that are really difficult to guard. And with Steph Curry specifically, I don't know if anybody's better at shooting the ball these days.
It seems like they're really going to a small ball lineup without Lee. What challenges does that present if you do advance to meet them?
Small ball is small ball. We've all played it, to some degree during the year. They play it more with Lee having been injured, but we'll play some big, some small, just like they will.
Do you have someone scouting that series?
No, we don't care. We just, Mikey. Come on. You want to see if I was awake or not, I think.
Yeah, I can't complain. Yesterday was a great day. Missed my little buddies. And today we had a great practice. And, teams always need to get together, have a good one, and get better.
You basically missed the last month of the season before the start of the playoffs. Do you feel like in that series you started to get some things together?
Yeah, I felt pretty well. I made more shots than I expected to make. But overall, I felt good. I felt useful, and that's what I needed in the first round. I knew it was going to be hard for me, but it really wasn't. And the team kept rolling. We felt good, and hopefully we built from for what's coming.
And now you're going to lose that rhythm in this week, then?
I don't think so. We can enjoy it to have a couple of days off and practice. Last year we did great with those days, so hopefully we maintain that trend.
When you make a play like the dunk you had against the Lakers the other night, does that give you confidence going forward about your physical health and your hamstring?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I prefer making 2 threes because I haven't been making many shots lately, but when you can attack the rim and finish strong, it starts to play in your head that you can really go attack hard and on the defense too. So that make me feel good.
Your little buddies go to bed early enough for you to stay up and watch the game, or do they stay up with you and watch the game? Like
tonight? Yeah. No, they're gonna go to bed early, so I'll watch it. It's gonna be a fun game to watch.
What do you look for when you're sitting at home watching on TV? Anything different than if you were looking at tape, or
when you watch a whole game, you look more at trends and when one team is comfortable, or usually possible players that you're going to play D on. See if they go more right, left, when they like to shoot. If they need more time to take a three, which I know that Curry doesn't, or not. So at least what I do is look more at trends and how they respond under pressure, what the team does in the last 3 minutes of the game. That's when you know what they do when they need it, when they need a bucket and stuff like that.
Manu, estos días de descanso, ¿tú piensas pueden afectar al equipo por darle ritmo o más bien beneficiarlo?
No, creo que nos viene bien. Somos un equipo que necesita entrenar. Cuando tenemos el rodeo trip y esas cosas nos cuesta porque no entrenamos, no hablamos al respecto y esta semana nos va a venir bien, así que creo que va a ser útil. Además tenemos que recuperar a Thiago y a Boris, que son jugadores importantes del equipo.
¿Alguna preferencia entre Denver y Golden State?
No. Idealmente que vayan a una serie muy larga, que vengan cansados, pero más allá de eso, no, que sea quien sea.
I know you tweeted it out yesterday, but do you mind just giving us a reaction to Jason Collins and his announcement yesterday?
Well, I was happily shocked. I mean, it's crazy that in 2013 somebody says it and it's like a big shock and everybody talking about it. It should be normal, and he shouldn't even have to announce it or say it. Nobody should care. But I know that in his situation, he's in a tough spot and it's hard not to live your life freely. So he has guts. It's not easy to do it, and hopefully he helps more people be free with their bodies and feel like themselves.
Is that what's kind of strange to you about it? Is just there's such a big reaction across the country. I mean, everybody is talking.
Well, I've been 11 years in this country, so I kind of know how it works. I don't think that in other countries would be such a big thing, like for example in France or even in Argentina. But here it's a little different in that regard, and there has never been an NBA player or male major sports athlete to announce it. So that's why the first one is always big news. Now with the second one, third one, and when the time comes that is completely normal that somebody has a different sexual preference, nobody's going to care.
I think for us right now, yeah, because we need to get Thiago back, and Boris is just getting back, and Tracy need a couple more practices, and myself, Manu, Timmy, never hurts to have a day off. So.
Did Boris participate fully today?
Yeah, practice. Looks good.
Will you watch tonight?
Yeah, I'll watch every game. I'm a student of the game, and I love watching the games, the playoffs, all the games. They're really good, and you can always learn something.
You're even watching the Hawks.
Except that one. Except that one.
What did you take from the series, Tony, the Lakers series as a team, you think?
Just getting back to Spurs basketball and playing our game. I think that's the biggest thing we got from that series.
What did you think of Corey Joseph? Had 2 of your little 360s.
I got copyrights on that and stopped stealing my moves. He's doing great. Yeah, it was very impressive. He's improving a lot from last year, and I know he really wants to learn, and he's always asking questions and want to get better. And that first playoff series, he definitely showed some sign that he can be a really solid backup. And he played great basketball, played with a lot of energy, played with confidence, knocked down shots. And so we're going to need him to play like that if we want to go far in the playoffs.
How much different is this next series going to be, given the fact that both these teams like to get up and down the floor pretty quick?
Yeah, it'll be a great test for our defense. A lot of running, so we did a lot of transition defense today. Start to prepare for that.
Will you try to stay up tempo? Will you try to slow them down?
Do a little bit of both. We don't mind running, but at the same time, you got a guy. His name is Tim Duncan. He needs to touch the ball inside.
With all the time you have, are you guys pretty confident you'll have Boris and maybe Thiago for the start of the second round?
Boris for sure. Thiago, I don't know. That's more going to be like a pop decision.
What have you missed from Boris? Not having Boris out there.
Like another point guard on the court. Gets a lot of shots for everybody. Very unselfish. Great defense too. Miss all his defense.
Tony, from our perspective, just in the last week, it just seems like the entire picture, the big picture in the Western Conference just kind of changed. Is that something that's crossed your mind that you thought about?
Not really, because it's still going to be a long way to go. Still going to be very tough. You know, the West is really good, and it's going to be tough. I think we should just focus and take one game at a time.
Your preference that all the other teams in the West have to go 7 games and wear themselves out?
What you mean, like?
All the other first round series.
If they can go to 7, yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.